Hello everyone, this is a presentation for Teaching Practice 4. My name is Daniel Marchand. Taking into account bilingualism, critical pedagogy, and language learning. For our context, as a pre-service teacher, let's start with this presentation.
Let's define bilingualism simply as the ability to express oneself with ease in two languages. It can be said that there has been different perceptions about bilingualism nature and definition. This is why it is important to take into account that bilingualism is a complex concept which depends on psychological and social aspects within different dimensions. Taking into account our teaching practices, and in terms of being pre-service teacher, exist perceptions about what we think about and learning in terms of bilingual education. Perception and beliefs play an important role in the practice, implemented by teachers in the classroom. So for this reason, we have some misconception about this term. So for instance, let's take into account this one. A real bilingual knows both languages perfectly. So that is a really misconception about bilingualism. Let's take into account the next one. Teachers have to adapt classes according to the students' needs. So for this case, it is important to take into account context and sociocultural factors in order to provide information about the importance of learning a second languages. Learning another language is to learn in another culture. In this way, teachers need to create critical language learning. Critical pedagogy aims to lead to social change. Let's take a look for this graphic in order to understand what is important in a society. Because of that, language is not simply a means to express or communicate. It is a product that is constructed by the way language learners recognize themselves, their social surroundings, their stories, and their potential for the future. This is the importance of critical pedagogy as a teaching method. We focus on a critical pedagogy in teaching education because of the goal of preparing citizens for participation in a society. A critical pedagogy is required to manage the complex social system of the classroom and to identify the needs of its individual students. In case that critical pedagogy integrates in our everyday teaching, it can be possible change of the way the world is seen. Where social lacks organization, critical pedagogy expects people to be independent learners, thinkers, and others. Critical pedagogy shares one common goal: to fight against imperialism and social political injustice through education. So, we have the case here in Colombia because of the lack of continuity of every single plan, and it is focused on just employability instead of social development. Exists, and we have